Hello guys, today we will start the chapter number 4, understanding laws. Okay, and this is your civics chapter number 4, understanding laws. Okay, yeah guys, every person should have a basic sense of living in the society. This includes harmonious relationship, tolerance, non-criminal attitude and such virtues. Okay, but unfortunately everyone is not alike and therefore societies have to have laws so that people follow a particular way of living in the society. So, we shall study in this chapter the various aspects of law. Yes, why do we need a law? Think of as many reasons as you can why most societies have laws and a legal system to prevent antisocial and unaccountable behavior, to regulate commercial and business transactions, to identify who should rightfully own property, and to regulate family and personal relationships, and to provide means for citizens to resolve dispute with other citizens. Okay, these conditions. So, we need law. The next is, why do we have law? Help us to avoid and settle disputes, set out rights and obligations of citizens, provide remedies for losses, maintains order, provides protection for people and their property, set up the structure of government and direct how law will be made. Yes, evolution of Indian law. Yes, during historic times, law were more or less arbitrary and at most time unwritten. They were framed based on local community requirement, religious belief and different for groups within the society. So, the system of law and punishment for similar crime or offence varied from case of case and there was no uniformity in applications of law. There were personal, political and economic aspects which affected the enforcement of law, making the unrealistic and impractical. Okay, so during the Mughal Empire, there were many rulers or dictated the law as per their personal whims and fancies. So, during the British rule over India in 18th and 19th century, the law were formed by the British colonial rulers as per their political and economical interest. Okay, so the imposed of law, action taxes, salt, a basic necessity for human foods, and all such acts were expressive in nature and against the will of people on India. Okay, so post interdependence, the Indian government formed the Constitution of India. There, after the elected representative of the people, along with the legal, professional, and learned people, started the process of enacting laws which were per the wishes of desire of the Indian people. So, they did take into account to various cultural, communal and social system to make the law as practical as possible with the basic framework of ensuring the rule of law or equal before the law. Says law can be made by the parliament in three situations. First one is where a new law is needed. Second one, where an old law is to be amended or altered. Okay. And third one is where financial law are needed have to be a change. Okay, so Article 97 of the URT Constitution require that the National Assembly shall exercise its legislative power or power to make law through two process, debating process and passing bills. Women Against Domestic Violence 2006. This law was formed to prevent men from abusing women in their homes, as traditionally the women were considered inferior. This was basically a requirement of the society to give women equal power. Child Labour Act 2006. This law was initially enacted to ensure that children are prevented from being put into a difficult and hazardous labor work at a tender age. Poverty was forcing people to send children to work rather than to send them to school to get education and grow up in a healthy environment. Dowry Prohibition Act in 1961. This law was enacted as there were large number of cases where young women were being killed after marriage for the greed of dowry. Okay, this was further amended to make punishment harsher for those who indulged in this social evil of the society. Okay, in recent times, the government has had to arm law to adopt new legal procedure like PIL, RTI and Lokpal to meet the aspiration of the populations. An uncontroversial law. Okay, in this law, unpopular and uncontroversial laws. Some laws passed by the parliament have been unpopular and not accepted by the people. Sometimes a law can be constitutionally valid and hence legal, but it can continue to be unpopular and unacceptable. So the people, because they feel that the intention behind it is unfair or harmful. Okay. This law are made for the people and to ensure that the people live in a conducive environment of social order as it is. Okay. The people who are affected by the law have the right to be a plenty party in forming the laws, or else the whole system would become anarchical. Okay, they have to be a vigilant about the safety or their rights, and if they feel their rights are being infringed, they can approach the legal fraternity for resources. Okay, this chapter is over. I hope you understand what is in this chapter.